Hello everyone, my name is Camilo, and today I'm going to talk about New Zealand. Well, I will explain 5 points, the most important points in that case. Well, the first is the history, the second the culture or business cultures, the third is the culture dimensions, the fourth is the stereotypes, and finally the languages. Well, the first is the history. The history. New Zealand has an interesting history because, for example, the first is the Maori people arrived from Polynesia around the years 100 2000. Later, in 1642, the Dutch explored Abel Tasman was the first European to see the islands. In 1840, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between the British Crown and many Maori. Well, in 1993, New Zealand became the first country in the world to give a woman the right to the vote. Finally, in 1947, New Zealand confirmed the independence from Britain. Well, the second is the business culture. In New Zealand, business is friendly and informal. People build truths, but they can also business quickly. Most people use the first names, even the bots. Communications is clear. Yeah, this is special because it's very clear, direct, and honest. But the humor is not common too. Particularly is important because the meeting is usually started on time. Decisions are made with discussions and everyone's opinion is respected, and gifts are not common in business, but staging thank you to every very important. Well, the cultural dimensions, according to the hot spirits, the framework, New Zealand had some special values, power distance is allowed. This is a means people see as another as a quilt. Bosses are provincial. It is a very developed country. People value independence and freedom. Well, New Zealanders are open to change and new ideas. They have a high level of indulgence. People enjoy the life, the free times, the sports, the different activities with their families, friends. Well, anyway, the stereotypes. There are not some stereotypes about the New Zealand. For example, one stereotypes is that all New Zealanders only care about rugby. That is not true because the people also care about arts, nature, and culture. Or another is for example, New Zealand and Australia are the same. This is false because New Zealand has its own identity and Australian have your identity, and the two cultures are different in this aspect. Well, the language and identity. Well, the middle languages in New Zealand is English. Well, but Maori and New Zealand Sign language are also official and in this country. English connects the country to the world, is the principal language in the world. Well, but Maori language and culture are very important for identity. In conclusion, To conclude, the New Zealand is a country with rich history, unique business, culture, and strong identity. Has an important balance between English and Maori traditions because the two traditions are very important in New Zealand for the communication with a people with another, I don't know, for example, with the family, with the tradition and culture. Thank you for listening.